Episode 84. 13 minutes 24.21 seconds. For many players, this might just be another string of numbers on a leaderboard record. But for Yeshu, for Plantago Seed, for Blue River, for these top guild players who constantly obsess over competing with the data on these leaderboards, they truly understand what this string of numbers signifies. 13 minutes, 24 seconds, and 21 milliseconds. This is no longer just a record for the 10th server. This number has clearly broken Glory's overall record across all 10 servers.
This record offers no system rewards whatsoever.
Initially, players voluntarily compiled and compared records across major servers. Later, it evolved into official rankings of server records. The current best record for the Frost Forest dungeon is only 14 minutes, 31 seconds, and 58 milliseconds, and the others couldn't recall the exact data clearly. They at least knew it hadn't yet crossed the 14-minute mark. But now, a pair of players from Excellent Dynasty in Server 10 actually improved this record by over a minute in one go. The players from Herb Garden didn't get to laugh for a full minute, but Tyrannical Ambition's crew wouldn't have the last laugh either. Yeshio's record-breaking team had already been in the dungeon for over 15 minutes, making it absolutely impossible to surpass this record now. The team's 4 main DPS froze the instant this record hit the World Channel. Their efforts had now become utterly meaningless. Throughout the entire dungeon run, they were cautious, careful, and then even more cautious. Their palms were drenched in sweat, yet they dared not wipe it off for even a second, fearing to waste a single moment. Just as they thought breaking Tiny Herb's record was a sure thing, and a new record was about to be born, this time of 13 minutes, 24 seconds, and 21 milliseconds struck like a bolt from the blue. All 4 of them froze solid, yet the sounds of battle continued to echo in their ears. The 4 of them steadied themselves and saw Lord Grim still battling Frost Scion.
Hey, buddy, didn't you see the system announcement?
Yeah, I see it.
We're already too late to make it.
But we still have to finish the dungeon run.
Hey, you're still laughing. You won't get anything this way.
As he spoke, he resumed his attack once more.
Yeah, really unlucky.
Excellent Dynasty, damn 13 minutes. Is this already breaking 10 servers' highest record?
Broken! It wasn't supposed to break the 14-minute mark.
One of the 4 spoke with uncertainty. Hey.
We seem to be far from that level.
Indeed, we can finish the dungeon in 16 minutes at most.
He let out a weary, resigned sigh.
With a sigh, Frost Shine was finally defeated by the 5 players. Their final time was set at 17 minutes, 7 seconds, and 66 milliseconds, which actually broke the record Tiny Herb had just set, placing it second on Server 10's leaderboard. However, a second-place finish might seem quite an achievement for a small guild, but for Tyranny, it holds absolutely no significance. When Lord Grim and the 4 major guilds teleported out, Nightless was still leading his team in a fierce battle inside the dungeon. Nightwalker also returned to the old server to report, but hasn't been seen since. Meanwhile, the members of Herb Garden were experiencing a sudden fall from heaven to hell. They were just celebrating their new record, only to have it shattered by 1 over 4 minutes faster. A slap in the face out of nowhere. That's not all. In the blink of an eye, Lord Grim's small team had already crushed their newly set record once again. Tiny Herb's efforts seemed the most pointless. At such a moment, how could Poplar not receive greetings from Blue River?
What a tragedy. How did they pull that off in just 13 minutes? Who exactly are these Excellent Dynasty people?
Surprisingly, Poplar didn't bother with Blue River's taunts. Instead, he began discussing the feasibility of this score with the expert.
Excellent Dynasty.
Blue River didn't reply to Charioteer's message. He just muttered the name of this guild to himself. He wouldn't find this guild's name too unfamiliar. Among the second-tier guilds, just a step below the top 3 major ones, Excellent Dynasty undoubtedly holds a prominent position. And this is only his present state. In the past, this was also a once glorious guild. This was the era when Excellent Era dominated the professional league, reigning supreme for 3 consecutive dynasty years. Of the Kings. Their behind-the-scenes supporter is none other than Ye Xiu's former team, the Excellent Era Club. The Pro Alliance stands at the absolute pinnacle of the Glory gaming circle. Every single move made by a club can exert a profound and far-reaching influence on the entire Glory community. Every club and its supporting guild rise and fall together. Excellent Era Club's poor performance over the years led to its in-game guild being overtaken by Blue Brook Pavilion, Tyrannical Ambition, and Herb Garden. Fortunately, his solid foundation kept him from falling too far behind. In the competition for the 10th server, the 3 major guilds were fiercely contending with each other, none paying much heed to the second. Who knew that Excellent Dynasty would strike decisively at this moment? Previously, Excellent Dynasty had kept a low profile, never appearing on any leaderboards. But now they made a stunning breakthrough, decisively seizing the Frost Forest clear record. 13 minutes, 24 seconds, .21. Not only did he break the 10th server's record, but he also pushed the long, unchanged overall record for Frost Forest by over a minute. Is Excellent Dynasty preparing to rise once more? At this thought, Blue River immediately recalled Excellent Era Club's recent changes. The old generation captain Ye Qiu retired, and the new generation ace Sun Xiang inherited the Battle God 1 Autumn Leaf. This clearly signaled a reshuffling and rebuilding. So, in the game, could Excellent Dynasty's sudden resurgence be a parallel action coordinated with the club? If that's the case, relying on these players to block this record would be a bit exaggerated. This record likely wasn't set by an ordinary player.
He's a true expert.
Outside the Frost Forest dungeon, Ye Xiu was speaking to Nightless, who had just completed the run, and Cold Night Lake, who had returned from the old server. Like Blue River, Cold Night Pool returned to the old server to report to his guild leader. When he came back to server 10, he heard about this major incident. 13 minutes, 24 seconds, and 21 milliseconds. Cold Night River was equally stunned by this time. He rushed outside the dungeon and overheard Ye Xiu's analysis.
Obviously, we can guess it's a pro.
No ordinary expert. At least 3 in this team are pool-level players.
Cold Night and Night's End stood there, completely stunned. For them, professional experts are an existence they can only admire from afar. However, both stunned individuals momentarily forgot to consider how Ye Xiu could judge the situation so precisely.
This scene is nearly the limit for clearing Frost Forest. Almost there.
Ye Xiu heard this key phrase.
So you're saying this isn't the limit yet?
Is it really that easy to reach the limit?
You mean wait until I also reach level 25? You all should hurry up too.
What time are you rushing for?
Now you have time to gather what I need.
Holy crap!
The two shouted in unison. With such a shocking event unfolding right before his eyes, how could this guy still be worrying about his measly materials and equipment?